Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to History of Italy. Welcome to this new video dedicated to Italian prototypes. Today we will talk about the Tagliafili Pavesi, the first tank ever produced in Italy. Barbed wire, used in huge quantities during the First World War, proved to be a tough opponent for infantry during any attack. This forced all the belligerent armies to find a way to neutralize such obstacles. The nets, easily replaceable, often came out almost intact to the intense bombardments that preceded each attack. Also, the use of large-caliber fire mouths proved to be insufficient because it could be easily replaced. The Royal Italian Army decided, then, to form the so-called companies of death, which are groups of soldiers charged with performing almost always fatal actions. Their main mission was, before the attack, to cut with wire cutters the enemy nets or to blow them up using gelatin tubes. In a pale attempt to increase the soldiers' survival, they were given a heavy armor, called Farina armor, by its creator the engineer Ferruccio Farina. It weighed over 9 kilos and was formed by two trapezium-shaped plates, one on front and one on the rear, each composed of 5 layers of steel sheet, slightly curved towards the sides, and 2 mobile shoulder pads. Although they were presented as the pinnacle of personal defense methods, in practice the Farina armor proved to be unsuccessful. In addition to the weight and the consequent difficulties of movement, it only protected the chest and the head, leaving the rest of the body uncovered. To overcome this problem, the company Pavesi began to develop an armored vehicle to overcome this obstacle. As a basis for the realization of the first prototype, the frame of the Pavesi Tolotti type attractor was used, installing an armored superstructure on it. The latter is composed by the cockpit, where there is an opening hatch, equipped with a slit, and 2 small doors placed on the sides to ensure a minimum of lateral visibility and to be able to defend itself in case of close encounter with the enemy infantry, coming out the barrel of the gun supplied. The vehicle was equipped with 2 serrated sidebars for cutting barbed wire, placed at the front end of the vehicle. To the right of the superstructure there is an open cylindrical section at the top of which there is an open revolving turret, armed with a Fiat Ravelli model 1914 6.5mm machine gun. The vehicle, front-wheel drive, is equipped with a 4-cylinder gasoline engine, placed at the front, which delivered a power equal to 50 horsepower. The driving wheels were each equipped with 12 plates that allowed a greater friction on each ground. The rear wheels instead were smooth. A little curiosity, in the original type attractor, the traction was rear. The vehicle, on flat ground, developed a maximum speed of 6 km per hour. The armor was composed of steel plates with a maximum thickness of 3.5 mm to 4 mm, totally insufficient to deflect the enemy rifle shots. The crew consisted of 3 men, pilot, commander or gunner and the mechanic or brakeman. The access to the vehicle was allowed through a hatch placed on the rear of the cockpit. The vehicle was developed from 1916 onwards and was officially tested by a Royal Army Commission on the 9th of November of the same year, although the scheduled delivery date was the 10th of June. During the field test, technical problems forced to postpone the tests until the 13th of November. The field tests did not fully satisfy our military officers. After all, the vehicle was effective in overcoming the barbed wire entanglements, but its low speed made it an easy target. In addition, its poor adaptability to all terrain made it practically useless if it was not on level ground. Pavesi immediately set in motion for the production of a new prototype. It was tried to improve the vehicle's ride on rough terrain by adding a new axle equipped with 2 wheels, placed on the front of the vehicle. It was improved the ability of the vehicle to cut the entanglements with greater efficiency. We tried to improve the protection of the vehicle by closing the turret and moving it forward. In addition, another turret was placed on the left side. 2 slits were added on the sides of the cockpit, although they did not guarantee an optimal visibility being very low compared to the pilot and the brake. The last modification was to mount at the rear, in casemate, a Fiat Ravelli model 1914 6.5mm machine gun. The crew was then brought to 5 men. The import of French tanks and the national production of the Fiat 2000, together with the obvious defects of the vehicle, caused a general lack of interest in the vehicle and subsequent rejection by the Royal Army. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment. See you next time.